What's up, guys? You're locked into GMB Footy Talk with your boy, man like ads. You got the main man himself, Gabe. What's going on, Gabe?
Yes, welcome back, man. Good to be back, man.
Yeah, so today we're doing a preview and review. So looking back at last week, Matchday 2 games, all the results that came in. Obviously, we're disappointed because of our team, but we'll go into that in a minute. But then also a preview Matchday 3, which starts with a big game, Arsenal-Brighton. Big test there. So, all right, Gabe, so your thoughts on last week's games. First game was at, I believe, at Brighton versus Man United. That was the first game last week.
Yeah.
You're a United fan. How did you feel about that game? Like, did we deserve to lose? What was the game like? What's your point?
I was dejected. Felt hurt. I just felt, in terms of United's performance, the first half was okay. It's just that I couldn't remember having a shot really on target, like testing the keeper. But in the second half, it was all Brighton. They grew into the game and they took their chances and they were clinical. So that's
what was different about how we played them last year? We beat them 2-0. What was different? Because we were supposed to be better this year. High press, some more players.
The things that were different from last season was that last year, in the last game of the season, that they dominated us, but we was clinical in the end. But this time around, that we was playing, but we didn't have chances in the first half to kill them off, and we didn't test the keeper. So I feel like it's a bit different. But Brighton were clinical, but they weren't. They didn't need to be good to beat us. Like, that's what I'm saying. But like,
do you think United are suffering because of no striker?
Yeah, like I felt like the false knives with Mount and Bruno didn't work. I just think like they're both the same. I don't think they'll work together. So I think one of them has to come out of the team.
I like them for the press, though. I like them for the press. I like them for the energy. But the clinical finishing, Bruno, he's great in a game with like 10 chances to take one.
Yeah.
But what you saw against Fulham the week before, he had 2 clear-cut chances. He should have scored.
It was wasteful.
So we need Hoyler's back in training, so that's a good sign. But we need a striker. We need either a striker or what's the alternative? Rashford again in the middle? I don't know.
I mean, Xerxes can finish, so that's what I believe in him. So I feel Xerxes can be that guy. It's either he can finish his dinner, or he could just set them up for the wingers that are just trying to.
I think he will start now. Mount's out, innit?
Yeah.
It seems like that anyway.
Yeah,
so Mount's out.
Yeah.
All right, so we got over the heartbreak of United losing. I'm gutted we lost that game. However, in the preview, we'll go into more about how I think that affects us against Liverpool. Yeah. So then it was West Ham Palace, away win for West Ham, 2-0.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that game?
Palace had chances. They were knocking on the door a few occasions, but West Ham have been able to contain them, hold them off, and been able to keep the score 0-0. And then in the second half, they've been able to turn it on and being clinical with the changes that they made with Wan-Bissaka. I think it was Fulkrug and I can't remember who was the other one, but they made changes and they were clinical in the end with Bowen and with Souček. So yeah, Palace had chances, just that they couldn't take them, but it wasn't a day. So I just felt Palace just didn't take their chances. So West Ham were clinical.
That's the thing. I think out of the two of them, I think we said last week, I was wondering about whether or not Palace would have enough to go past West Ham. I think West Ham probably have got a bit more in the bag than I think West Ham got more than Palace have got.
Yeah.
Over the course of the season. I think that's what's going to end up. All right, cool. So far, Palace, West Ham. The next game of the weekend it was an interesting game, to be fair. Because you know how we have. I would say we don't dislike teams. Well, our cousins support Spurs, isn't it? Spurs are a team we like, but we don't like our cousins support them.
Yeah, we don't like.
Joel, Danny, Sammy, shout out to them, Spurs fans.
Them. Yeah, we ban them all the
Never
time.
seen a trophy in their life, but it's all
Never.
So Spurs, Everton, 4-0. Everton looking ropey already this season. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, Spurs dominated the whole game, if I'm being honest. Spurs were clinical. Even without Solanke, Son up front, clinical. Spurs played good. They created so many chances. I think Everton had chances, but they weren't clear cut. But Spurs played well. They were clinical. They'll be able to take their chances, and they just peppered them. As they should do, because
they should really, they should.
Yeah,
Spurs had 13 shots to Everton's 10, but 13 of their 13 shots, 7 were on target versus Everton, 1 shot on target. Just showed they're lacking that finish, like we are at the moment with United. They're lacking that finish at the moment. And 71% possession for Spurs.
Yeah.
So it never looked like it was.
Yeah, that's what you expect when they play against the lower teams. So,
but then, so imagine though, with 79% possession, and 71% possession, and 13 shots, Everton still had 10. So with the 29% possession they still had 10 attempts, not on target, but 10 attempts. So there's something there, but the finishing ain't there for them, man. It's not there clearly.
No, not there, man.
All right, so now to the South Coast, Southampton versus Nottingham Forest. Forest taking away another away win there, 1-0. What do you think of their game?
Yeah, Forest, they played well. They were knocking on the door against Southampton's goal. Good goal by Morgan Gibbs-White.
I love that player, I love him.
Yeah, I love him as
well.
Man. Good player. Congratulations on getting your England call up as well. Deserved. From Stafford, man. If you
don't know, that's where our family's originally from. We're from Stafford, so got a bit of affinity for that town.
Congratulations to him. Forest were knocking on the door. Southampton had chances, playing on the counter, being able to, unlike with Brenton Diaz, Cameron Archer, all these attacking players that Southampton have. But I just felt I knew Forest would have the edge with the squad players that they have, and with more Gibbs-White, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Anthony Elanga, all these players, Awoniyi, I think they had enough to beat them, and they did. So it was a good result for Forest.
Well, Forest had only 35% possession, but they had 23 shots. So 23 shots, 8 on target. Southampton, 65% possession, 5 shots, 1 on target. So again, the quality up front isn't there for Southampton. They had lots of the ball, lots of possession, but not in meaningful areas of the pitch. I guess it's only 1-0, but Nottingham Forest proving to be just more clinical at the end of the day. Yeah, Morgan Gibbs-White is someone I would have signed for United.
Yeah,
this win. Oh, I love him, man.
I would love him. Yeah,
just I got an edge. He's a United fan as well.
Yeah, he's a United fan.
He's a United fan. So he's got a shirt still in his loft somewhere.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney. Yeah,
crazy. All right, on to Fulham, who beat us. Who we beat the first game. They beat Leicester 2-1.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a bit of a tighter game. What your take on that one?
Yeah, it was a good game. It was good to see Emil Smith-Rowe smiling, scoring. Yeah, just
fit.
Yeah, just happy for him because he deserves game time and he just deserves to be happy being on the pitch. And it's a good goal from him as well to get his confidence boost up. Hopefully, we'll see him in the near future with the England squads if he keeps his form up. And Leicester fought back. After that, I just thought there were times Leicester were a bit wasteful with their chances as well. But Fulham, they just kept Leicester have the quality. I mean, Fulham had the quality to literally knock on the door to pepper Leicester's goal with Iwobi, Adama Traore, Pereira.
They got a good squad there.
Yeah, they got a good squad, and
you look at Iwobi and Smith-Rowe, both Arsenal. Graduates to the academy, basically.
They're ballers, the technical ballers, so they're meant to create chances for strikers and wingers and everything like that, and create for themselves, even if they see an opportunity to score. So yeah, it's a good result for Fulham. Possession-wise,
quite even, 55% possession for Fulham. But I think the critical thing is, again, same thing we said before, clinical finishing. They know how to finish games off. They know how to score goals. I think they do well this season. Actually, we talked about it in there.
Fulham, yeah.
And obviously onto big bad cheaters, Man City, 115-0. Man City at home, Ipswich Town, first game I think it's probably the first time they played them since this era of the Premier League.
Yeah.
I remember when Ipswich were in the Premier League originally, they had a guy called a striker, what's his name? Anyway, there's 6 strikers. Marcus, what's his name? Finger was there, Marcus Brent was there at one point, not Darren Bent, the other Marcus Brent, and there was another guy who was sick. Anyway, good striker. They held Liverpool up for a whole half last week.
Yeah.
2-0, unfortunately, in the end. But then this game got beat up really by Man City, which you'd expect, really, anyway.
Yeah.
Harden looks in some mad form, innit?
Bro, he's an alien.
Crazy. And you know what was mad?
Yeah.
I don't think he's that great at football, you know. What? Hear me out though. I grew up watching Ronaldinho,
Yeah.
Zidane, them man like that. They were footballers, isn't it?
Footballers.
He's an athlete, man. He's like Ronaldo, athlete, madness, big, strong, fast, all that kind of stuff. But he doesn't excite me. As in, like, oh my god, how do you do that?
Yeah, like
Does that make sense?
Yeah, like a beautiful footballer. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that, but he's cold.
Yeah.
Cold. Yeah.
Like cold finisher. Like he's a killer. I just felt Ipswich when they got on the goal earlier. I just felt
keep watching it. Try not to score
early. You know when City turn it on, like you could just tell if you score early, City's just gonna pepper man in that. So I just felt Ipswich shouldn't have done that early, but I mean at least they got a goal to celebrate with the fans anyway, like the first goal back in the Premier League. So I just think yes, we just knew City were gonna come back in the game and just kill them really.
But they had they scored the goal 7th minute. 7th minute they're ahead. It's going crazy in their heads. Yeah. That was the last shot they had.
Wow.
One shot on target.
Wow.
So imagine, at that point, it's like, oh my God, we're going to win 1-0. Or we're going to win this game. That's the last shot they had. But I would have got carried away, same way. I'm not mad at them. But City, 14 shots, 5 on target. They had 76% possession. Passes, 755 passes to Ipswich's 245. So you can imagine, let's just hold the ball the whole game.
The whole game.
You know, and then when you got a man like Haaland up front,
well, even without Rodri as well.
Yeah. But then Kovacic is doing a good job in the middle. Kovacic. Yeah. I think Man City with Haaland are on the verge of being unbeatable. On the verge, they're beatable, but on the verge. But then there's no backup to him now. They're not going to get no one in for the window today, are they? Yeah. He's gone. So interesting who they play up front. Who's their backup striker now? Is it an academy guy or something? Who would they play? A false nine like Bob or something? Not Bob.
They might play false nine with Foden or Kevin. Like false nine with Bernardo Silva, Foden or.
Who's the guy's injured now? The young guy.
Oscar Bob. Yeah, Oscar Bob.
Oh
yeah, Bob. Condolences to him as well. Like, sad for him to get injured. Yeah, I think they'll play like Foden or De Bruyne, false nine if Haaland's unavailable. So I think they'll still get results and they'll still create chances. Even if Haaland's still unavailable, so I think they'll be fine. Even though
because they have,
they still need a backup. Like
I feel they do, but then Pep knows football way better than I do. So if he's not saying another striker, then who am I to do?
He's a genius.
I think last week we called it Villa versus Arsenal. Villa. I said I think 2-1 to Villa or 2. I can't remember what I said. What did you say? Do you remember?
Yeah, you went 2-1 Villa. Yeah.
And you thought Arsenal would win, innit?
Yeah, I think I said 2-1 Arsenal, I think, or I said a draw. I think I said a draw, actually, like a 2-2. Yeah, I think I said that.
Obviously, Villa didn't really show up for that game. As much as they played a part, there was no real jeopardy for Arsenal.
Yeah. I just, the first half, I thought it was flat. Like, no teams were trying to go at each other. There were some moments with Villa, like Morgan Rogers was cooking Arsenal's midfield with Partey and Rice. And
he's cold, isn't it?
He's so
bad.
cold.
He's bad.
Even he's a Villa player. He's so cold, but he was cooking them. Like Villa had chances, like Watkins. I don't know what's happened there, but your shooting beats, like I don't know what's wrong there.
Spent too much time with Harry Kane. That's what it is.
Harry Kane. I just felt Watkins was off in that game. I just felt he didn't find his shooting boots, but you never know. He might score next game, innit? So
yeah, I think with strikers, you got to find your rhythm. Like remember Hoyland last season, he found his rhythm, scored in like 7 games in a row, or something like that. Then got injured.
Probably longer than that, 14 games, bro.
There's loads of games in a row, innit? And then it's like, so once you find it, you try to keep it, but it's difficult for strikers, man, especially starting
to find it.
Yeah.
Villa had chances in the first half, and Arsenal had chance for Saka where Martinez saved it with his fingertip. And second half, I felt Arsenal went up a gear a bit when Trossard came on the pitch, and straight away in 3 minutes Trossard scores, and man didn't want to celebrate because man was vexed that he wasn't even starting over Martinelli.
I don't like Trossard, you know. Got bad attitude, man. I don't like him.
He's a baller, right?
No, football. Yeah, he can play ball. He's a baller.
Yeah,
he just got a bad attitude.
Wow.
He's got bad. Look at how he left Brighton as well, and the things you're saying. He's got bad attitude. It's not my play. It's not my team. I don't care. But I wouldn't. You know, if you see football on the road, like, oh, there's my man. Like when you miss Johnny Evans last week, innit? You both saw him. But if I saw my man, I wouldn't go talk to him. But if I saw next man, like even Lewis, don't go rate him, but I'll go, Lewis, don't what's going on, bro? You're right. You know, that kind of thing. I don't like him. I don't like him. Like Morpay, who's just gone to can't stand the geezer.
I love
Can't stand. He's left. Gone to is it Leon?
Marseille.
Marseille,
Yeah, Marseille on loan.
Can't stand him. And thank God he's gone from the Premier League, man. What a waste, man. Can't stand. I love that game we played against them in lockdown where we had a penalty after the game finished. Man was crying. Good for him.
Oh my god. That was man. But
on to go on.
Like Arsenal did well to contain Villa, and they took their chances with Trossard and Partey again on the score sheet as well. But I would say it was an even game, but Arsenal edged it because they were clinical, so I'll say that.
And what would you say about Bournemouth and Newcastle? That's a game I would have put Newcastle favourites to win.
Yeah.
I think last week we called it as that as well. They had very similar shots and even on target and the amount of shots in the game. However, possession was much more in Newcastle's favour. Away game for them as well, so you think Bournemouth would have had more possession. But it was like a 7-minute goal for Anthony Gordon that got them back into the game and
back in the game.
Called it a draw. What would you take on the actual game? Stats don't really say everything. What do you think of the game?
Stats, I felt Bournemouth had chances in the first half to be 2-0 up against them, or at least 3-4, well, at least 2 or 3 up against Newcastle. Bournemouth were playing nice stuff. I think they just needed a clinical finisher. What's the striker's name? Evan Allison, I think. Yeah, from Porto.
Evan Nielsen.
Evan Nielsen, yeah. He had he was inches from getting his goal. I just felt there was numerous chances you could have took them and put them in the back of the net to double.
I think he's going to cook the season, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's going to cook the season. He looks like he's got it in him.
Yeah.
I watched Phil Vickery talking about him the other day, and he's just saying it's up and down whether he'll do it. But if he kicks into gear, he'll do it. But you never know. That's why these players go to teams like that versus Arsenal, United, Liverpool, signing them players because like you don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Like Andre's gone to Wolves. The guy gone to Wolves today or yesterday. His name's Andre. He's meant to be sick.
Yeah.
But there's questions about his ability.
Yeah, his ability
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So that's why they get these moves to these teams, isn't it? It's like a test run.
Yeah, just for like from the lower league to the top 6. Yeah, I just felt Bournemouth had the chances. Newcastle got into the game, back in the game through Anthony Gordon, which was good. Joe Linton is one of the dark arts of football.
How'd you get away with that?
I don't know how he's got away with that. You know, that should have been a red star. I can't lie.
But you see Dermot on Sky after talking about it, like, oh yeah, it's not a red card. Because...
Yeah, it's not a red card. I'm just like, I don't know what you're watching, mate. You used to be a referee, but I don't know what you're watching. But like, if you're saying that's not a red, then I don't know what is a red card. Like, what's the point in those rules? But I just felt when they got back in the game, Newcastle, I felt they should have scored with Burns' header at the end, which was a good save from Neto.
He's gone to Arsenal now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's gone to Arsenal now on loan, which is crazy. Like that disallowed goal for Bournemouth, not for me, man. Not Handball. It just hit his shoulder. Like it was nowhere near. Like if it says hand, like just like near your elbow or just something like that, or like anywhere above the elbow, like it's not Handball, bro. Like it should have been a goal. Like in my opinion.
But you know, like the rules have changed so much. I don't even know what handball is anymore because when we was growing up, obviously I was never a professional footballer, so I'm not trying to say that we had professional referees and whatever. But what we did do, the referees seem to have a common sense approach. So if I'm reaching for the ball with my hand, that's handball. If the ball licks off my hand, it's like, what are you supposed to have done in that moment? Yeah. So there's sort of now it's like the ball's hitting you like here.
Yeah.
And you turn your body away, and the ref's saying you put your arm in the way of the ball. But like, it's natural for you to move when the ball's coming towards you. So like, have some common sense, man. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like it's close together. It's not like out like that.
If your arm's out, that's different.
Yeah, it's different. But when it's tucked in and just like the ball hits you, then it's a goal. It's like simple as that.
There was a player who played for Newcastle. You won't remember this because I think you're probably too young. A guy called Stephen Taylor. He did a handball on the goal line. Literally dived, put his hand out, then covered his face like it hit him in the face.
Like a goalkeeper.
Yeah, I can't remember if he got away with it now. That's a good question. I wonder if anyone in the comments can tell me, but literally, he dived. I think he almost dived, saved it, and then covered his
Yeah.
hand. And I think I need to Google and find out about that one.
Oh,
But
okay.
the way the football rules, because obviously now we're using VAR as well.
Yeah.
Them days, if the referee didn't see it, the cameras could have seen it a million times. No one said nothing in it. There's no. But now VAR is there as well.
Did that time go that time?
I'm trying. While we're talking, I'll have a look for it. But Wolves Chelsea, massive game there, 6-2. Wolves looking a bit, I don't know, out of sorts at the moment, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they were like first half, Chelsea got 1-0 up, and then the game changed, and Wolves just come back into the game, and they started dominating the first half, and Wolves were peppering Chelsea's goal, like they were all over the place. Caicedo was all over the place. Enzo was all over the place, but he got better in the second half, and like, I don't know, Wolves had them in the first half, and I felt they should have had a clinical finish to take those chances. Like Chelsea, like second half, I don't know what Maresca said, but bro, man just said.
Says a minute. It says, you see the other 21 players out in the flipping field far away. I could be you next week if you don't win this game. Man's got like so much players to choose from. We can say, yo, you know what? Not even benched. You're actually out of the squad.
Out of the squad, bro.
I'm still signing new players as well.
Yeah, I'm signing new players, yeah. Like, bro, whatever he said, yeah, man made Palmer and Madueke cook, like man was cooking in that second half. I couldn't believe it. But, yeah, I mean, I did expect Palmer to cook anyway, because he's that kind of player. That he's too good, really, for Chelsea, and he's their best player.
I was hoping they're sending to us for Shanso.
Well, he's still a United fan, so you never know in the future.
Yeah, he is. He actually is a United fan as well.
In the future, but yeah, Palmer was exceptional. Madueke, unexpected.
Hat-trick.
Yeah, unexpected, but congratulations on your hat-trick and your call-up as well.
First hat-trick. Sorry, you got a hat-trick before Rashford's got one. I love Rashford though, so...
Bro,
it's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy. I don't know what's going on in this world, but yeah, congratulations to him. Yeah, Chelsea were clinical in the second half, and Wolves was just out of place in the second half, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's interesting. The amount of shots they had on target was 8, and they scored 6. So again, another day with different keeper in the goal. Maybe it's a different scoreline. Who knows? But yeah, yeah. But remember last week I was saying Chelsea were a basket case. Yeah, and they got no chance against Wolves. Or I didn't think they were going to win anyway. So the 1-6, I had to kind of keep my mouth quiet still after that one. Yeah. Last game of last week, Liverpool Brentford 2-0. Quite a straightforward win. Brentford not really yet catching any steam. They're not really in gear yet. I'm not sure what's going on there. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or were Liverpool just that good? I know we hate Liverpool, but
yeah,
are they that good?
I'm having mixed opinions on that game, really. I felt Liverpool were good on the counter-attack. I just felt those goals were on the counter-attack with the Diaz first goal from the corner. This had a goal as well from running from behind from that mistake from Brentford as well for the second goal. I just felt Brentford did have chances to get back in. They played some good stuff towards the end of the first half, and I just felt Liverpool controlled a bit of the game and played a bit of nice stuff. But I felt they were clinical in the end, so I just felt Brentford just needed... I feel they needed Ivan Toney that day, alongside with Mbeumo and then Wissa, and it probably could have been different.
Yeah, they need that finisher. They're definitely lacking something, and I guess if they're not going to have Toney, they need it very close to... Well, it's what time now? We're recording this on Friday, 30th of August. It's 3:43 right now in our time.
Yeah.
So the deadline hasn't passed yet, but it's passing, what, in 11 o'clock tonight? So in 7 hours?
Yeah, 7 hours, 11 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, so unless they get a striker, are they done for the season then? Without a finish? Well, they had no Toney for a large chunk of last year, and they still made it.
Yeah, and he came back in Jan, I think. Yeah, Jan. One of those, yeah.
Well, that's the review of last week. Obviously, interesting games. I called a couple right, but I got most of them wrong, I think, for last week. I have to keep a record of these. Like, keep a track of the scores that I give.
Yeah.
So into the preview match day 3. Big game start off tomorrow, 12:30. Arsenal Brighton. What are your thoughts?
Arsenal should be beating them. That's to come straight off the bat. I expect them to beat them anyway as well. Brighton have good four attacking players with Minter, João Pedro, Danny Welbeck, and Matoma, but I still think Arsenal will have the edge to beat them as well with that quality. Yeah, I think they'll beat them 3-1.
Okay, we've got Nottingham Forest, Wolves. Interesting one. Two teams who are sort of going to be competing around the same part of the table. You imagine at the end of the year, anyway, Wolves at the beginning of the season, I'd put Wolves a lot higher.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm not really sure whether I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking of that game?
Yeah, I think it'll be a all right game. I think teams will have a go. I think I think it's got a draw all over it. I think, in my opinion, I think it's got a draw. I think they have good quality players with Forest, with Morgan Gibbs-White, Calmerson, Doherty, Elanga, and the rest of the attacking options they have, and Wolves with Cunha and that Larson striker at Wolves and someone else. I think I'll go for a 1-1. I'll go for a 1-1 for that game.
Leicester, Villa. Again, sort of a local rivalry. East Midlands, West Midlands.
Yeah,
there's not a big hate there, but Vardy gets a goal.
I wouldn't be surprised. I expect Villa to win that game. They have better quality than Leicester right now, so I think Villa should be beating them. I'm gonna go for 3-1 for Villa. Yeah.
On to Ipswich versus Fulham. Prem team established now. Fulham now versus the new boys. However, Ipswich have got a good style of play. They may have the deal for Chelsea for Borja hasn't gone through. Has it? Hasn't gone through yet.
I heard today's back on. So
it's probably too late to register for tomorrow, though, isn't it? He's not going to play tomorrow.
It's too late.
But they need a striker. They clearly need a striker. What do you reckon that score's going to be?
I'm going to go for a shock. I'm going to go for an Ipswich win, 2-1.
McKenna, yeah? Actually, United, come on.
Yes, to get his first win, so I'm hoping they'll put in a good performance and just get a first win. That's why I want a newly promoted team to get their first win in the Premier League, and hopefully they'll be able to kick on. Because I want new promoted teams to stay in the Premier. I don't want them going back down. It'll just be the usual, like the same teams coming back up from the Championship up to the Premier. I just feel Ipswich. I think Ipswich will get the first win of the Premier League against Fulham. So I think 2-1 Ipswich.
Brentford, Southampton, two teams that haven't yet started. They haven't done nothing yet. What do you reckon for that one? Should be a chance for either team to get the first points on the board.
Brentford and Southampton will be a good game. I think Brentford will have the edge with the quality with Mbeumo and Wissa and Jensen and the other attacking options. So I think I'll go for like 2-1 Brentford. 2-1 Brentford win.
Okay, so Brentford up for a win, their first points on the board for them as well. That'd be interesting.
They won against Palace.
Yes, they did. Yeah, my bad. Everton, Bournemouth. Everton ain't got a chance, I don't think. If they play the way they played last week, because Bournemouth have got something about them. I don't think they've got enough, but it's home to Everton, Goodison Park. Hard place to go and win.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I feel Everton is not in good form right now. I think they're still missing. I think they're missing their key player in Braithwaite anyway. So I think even without him, I think they'll struggle even more. So I think Bournemouth will get the win and edge it. I'll go for 3-1 Bournemouth. Sorry, Everton fans, but that's how I go. So 3-1 Brentford. I meant Bournemouth. Bournemouth.
Yeah. All right, so then we've got West Ham. We've got Man City travelling down to West Ham, London Stadium.
East London, yeah.
They got Wan-Bissaka there who's going to have a bit of, still United at man at heart, isn't it?
The way I see him moving, in his debut against Crystal Palace and in the cup game against Bournemouth, it was mental. I just never... Bro, it is what it is.
I'm happy. I liked him. He's definitely... Anyway, ain't about that today.
I know.
But West Ham, Man City, obviously West Ham have got potential this year. They've got a great squad there. They're getting Solar from PSG as well today. Carlos Solar.
Yeah, on loan, I think, yeah.
Yeah, they're getting players in, man. They back the manager. Whatever you want to say, Lopetegui's been... Not Lopetegui, he's been back.
Lopetegui, yeah.
Eventually, the striker used to play for Real Madrid. Yeah, Lopetegui's been backed. What did you call him? The score on that one?
You just can't right past City, really. I'm gonna go for 3-1 City. They just have too much quality, too much know-how. With Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, Doku. That new Savinho kid is cold.
Bad boy, innit?
Bro, he's the Mars region, bro. He's the Mars region.
Like twins, mate.
Twin, bro. Even Mars, I've seen on...
I saw it.
Mars was like, is that me?
Yeah.
Like, man was like, is that me? And then I was like, right, man just thought, yeah, it's the Mars region, so he's cold anyway. So I think Man City will edge against West Ham.
Okay, 3-1. What did you say? 2-1, 3-1?
3-1.
3-1. Chelsea Palace. Chelsea could win 10-0 or lose 15-1. Who knows, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who knows? But what's your take? What do you reckon the score would be for Chelsea Palace?
I think it'll be a close matchup. In terms of both teams, I think Chelsea will edge it with the quality they have with Neto, Felix, Jackson, Palmer, Madueke.
And the other 45 players, yeah.
Yeah, you never know if they've got Osimhen or Sancho right now, so I don't know if they'll be available for that game, but I think they'll have the edge over Palace with the quality, with the players that they've brought. Chelsea, I think Chelsea will edge it 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea.
All right, Chelsea's getting another 3 points on the board. That will take him even higher up the table. Interesting to see how the season goes, isn't it? Because I still think they're going to be a basket case this year. I think it's going to be a win loads of games, lose loads of games.
Yeah.
And inconsistency, I think, is going to be worth them. You never know.
I just feel, in my opinion, that it's just the attack and the qualities that's going to save them, but it's the defense that is going to let them down. Because they got the talent with their attacking quality. Like, you can't doubt the talent, but it's the defense that is the problem for them. That they're conceding goals and they might lose games because of that.
Newcastle versus Tottenham Sunday game, as well as Chelsea Palace Sunday game 1:30 at St James's Park. Really tough place to go and get points. Although Newcastle have started quite slow this year, so call Tottenham to win, away win for them.
Oh, it's hard to call, with this right now, because with these games, whether you're in form or you're out of form, you just can't even tell who's gonna turn up for these games. I mean, Newcastle always has an edge on Tottenham in St James's Park, all the time through the past 2 seasons, 2, 3, 4 seasons, then they had an edge past them in St James's Park. So, for this game, it's gonna be close. And Tottenham have the quality as well. I don't know if Solanke's going to be back from injury, if Postecoglou said anything about that, or they've got the quality. But I think I'm going to go... it's hard. I'm either going to go for a 2-2 or I'm going to go for like a 3-2 with either team.
So it can go either way? Yeah,
it could go either way. I'll go for 2-2 just to even it out. I'll go for 2-2.
I'll be interested to see how Spurs get on when Solanke's fit and playing, because they haven't really got to settle in with him yet.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's been unfit the whole time. Well, he played the one game and...
Yeah, he played the first, yeah.
But he's a bit injury prone, isn't he?
I wouldn't say that. Because Bournemouth last season, he played like 37 games. Because I think he was suspended one time last season. So I think he played 37 games with Bournemouth last season. So I don't really think he's injury prone like that.
Okay.
But I think it was just a knock. It was just minor. I think Solanke, we'll see if he'll be a good signing for Spurs, if he can score goals. But, I mean, Son's doing the business up front, but we'll see when Solanke gets back in the team if Son could still do it out wide. So we'll see.
We will see. Sunday, 1:30. Final game of the day. Sunday, 4 o'clock. Old Trafford, the Theatre of Dreams. Manchester United versus the Scousers. There'll be no one in Liverpool because they'll be United. Looking at our stadium, thinking, although it's got a leaky roof, it's the best stadium in the Premier League. I don't care what anyone says. Spurs is sick, but you can't beat Old Trafford, man. Can't beat Old Trafford. Even though every time I sit down in that stadium, my knees want to burst off because there's no space. But I still love it. But in all seriousness, Man United versus Liverpool. Slavkonen, 2 games unbeaten, conceded, no goals either?
Yeah.
2-0 and 2-0, innit?
Yeah, 2-0 both games at Ipswich and Bradford, yeah.
Yeah, no goals conceded, 2 goals in each game. We were coming into one game, 2 goals scored, one conceded. No, 2 goals scored.
4 goals, yeah, 4 goals scored and 0 conceded.
So it's literally like regen of not last season. Yeah, last season. No, season before last when we played them after we lost to Bournemouth, Brighton, and Brentford.
Oh yeah,
Played Liverpool. Sancho came on, scored a goal.
Yeah, Rashford.
This is the same kind of feel. Although
similar
there's
flow.
not as much upset at the moment around the team because we're just getting started. But it's still a big game for us.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
We need to bounce back like pronto, because if we don't, Liverpool will just kill us with their attack that they have quality with Jota, Salah, Diaz, and Gakpo as well. Like, I think massive pressure if we lose this game. Like massive pressure going into the international break, and there'll be loads of questions through our manager, through the whole team, through the club, in terms of it depends how we perform and how we play the game. The fans will be up for it, up for this.
Yeah, definitely
be up for this. My feeling is we need to see how the players are feeling before the game, and let's see if they're willing to fight. And I think they will, and I hope they will, because it's a derby and this game means everything. This game means everything to me, because my dad he's a Liverpool fan, yeah. But yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. And
he acts like Arsenal fan, don't it? In terms of how good he is with it.
Yeah. He can't be like he was too cocky back in those young club days when
one Prem title, one Prem title and he's cocky. That made sense. Like Leicester, one Prem title and cocky.
Like he's always cocky. Like he ain't being cocky now because now Slot's in the building. So I mean, this game means everything to me, and I want to win this game so bad. So I just don't have to hear my dad through the whole international break. But United need to win this game. Like they desperately need to win this game, so they don't have to use the negative noise around the place, through the ground, and through the media as well. So I think we need to win this game. And Liverpool are in good form when they won the 2 games, and we won 1 game and we lost. And I just feel like we both have quality in terms of depth, and I feel like Liverpool have the edge of the quality with their attack, but we have the edge in terms of our crowd with the fans.
Stretford End, mate.
Yeah, Stretford End, and getting pumped up for this game. I just feel it's going to be a close game. I'm a United fan. My head, as a United fan, my heart is saying 2-1 United, but in my head, it's a 2-2. It's a 2-2. My heart is saying 2-1, but my head is saying 2-2. So I just gotta go for the heart. I gotta go for 2-1. I gotta go for 2-1 United. We just need to win this game, because if we don't, then massive questions.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a United win. I'm gonna say 2-1. I'm gonna say Rashford to score. I know it's a mad one, and Xerxes to score.
I know.
Rashford always scores against Liverpool, man. He just does.
It's these big games, yeah. Like
top 6.
Top 6. He's a big game player. Like even last year when he did that statement with the Players Tribune against City, bro, he said, "Don't have a doubt, man." And man just done a screamer out of nowhere that we didn't expect to happen. But these big games, he thrives. So we'll see. It depends if Ten Hag will actually start him, because if he's been given a headache for these 2 games with Garnacho, with him scoring and getting contributions.
But that's where I think the Garnacho thing is working with him off the bench.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same impact when he starts a game.
Yeah.
And the defense of the opposite team. So in this case, Trent is scared of Rashford because he's beaten him so many times. He beat him up, man. He's bullied him. So Garnacho is a different prospect. He's sick, but I think Trent's already got trepidation about Rashford, and Rashford already knows I've beat this guy so many times before. Yeah. I would take Rashford, but
they have Konate in the back in a way because he's quick and can sweep up from wide areas, but we'll see the test. I think we'll have to see what Rashford we get, because the last 2 games are haven't been the same really. We'll just have to see in this Liverpool game and just see if he's on it, like on it. Yeah.
We'll see, man. We'll see. This is a match review from last week, match day 2, and a match preview, match day 3, which happened this weekend. Gabe's giving his thoughts on the games to come this weekend. A big win for United this week, I reckon. No, I'm joking. It will be a close one. I hope, but I don't think so. We'll see. I think we'll win though. I do think we'll win. I think they'll pull it out. But some interesting games this weekend. Brighton, Arsenal in particular is an interesting one for me. So let's see where Brighton really are, because they beat us. I think they were quite fortunate to beat us.
Yeah.
And to get 3 points, they were lucky. I think they played well.
Really?
But that goal was never. It's offside, but it's not offside. If that makes sense, isn't it? Garnacho when Xerxes, it's not offside.
Like Xerxes tried to get up. He weren't really trying to tap it in, but
he wasn't.
To get up on his feet.
So we're 2-1 up. It's a different game.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
You guys look out for some more videos on the channel. We're probably gonna have another couple out this weekend. But let us know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think is going to win the big games this weekend? Which game you're excited for? And also, let us know how you feel your team has done in the window this season. We're going to talk about that in one of our next videos coming out later on. We'll talk about the window as well. So, yeah, let us know your thoughts on your team window, who you wanted to come in, who hasn't come in that you wanted to come in. And stick with us on here on GMB Footy Talk. With so much more to come for you. Gabe, any last words?
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Love.